11 a.m. New Zealand Standard Time, 32.1 degrees. Barbara wins the competition today. Well done, Barbara. Well, got to say one out of the box for you. It is Thursday, 13th of November, and believe me, really, really excited, but we better do this. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today I'm really, really excited because we're meeting Dewar. Yes, finally! We're getting this one done. Believe me, absolutely fantastic. You know the show's not over because it's just starting. Here's the show's not over. That'll never over, I'm sorry. Gosh, can't read my own screen. Kirsty, I don't know too many women that play the cello.
I do. It's not there at the minute though because it's being repaired. So, it's missing. But yeah, a cello and saxophone and guitar, and I love it. I just learn everything. I love to learn everything and just give it a bash.
You know, the other day I was talking to a young 18-year-old lady coming out of LA who is like a child prodigy. She started about 6 years of age, much like yourself. And you know something? She just plays everything. She really does.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, she was up for a Grammy. She was looking for nomination for the Grammys. And
wow.
She was actually introduced to us by the governor of the Grammys.
Whoa, that's really cool.
And honestly, last Monday, she's only 18 years of age. Very, very talented young lady, if you know what I mean. So, but I've got to be honest with you, we only play the best in the world here at Galaxy.
That's what...
Well, it's true. It is true. Believe me, Barbara gets about 200 submissions of music a day. So
really,
we have to be, well, she's very, very good with her red pen, okay? She really is. Because we can only whittle it down to a certain amount of interviews that we can play and perform within a month's period, you know what I mean? So 200 submissions a day, take that by 7 days a week, and believe me, Barbara's working every day. I don't know how the heck she can do it, but she does.
Imagine.
And she creates each and every show, literally, and gives us all the music that goes into the system that the breakfast show can choose from. So, and honestly, my friend, only the best in the world.
That touched my soul. Aww.
Anyway, let's go live. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today I'm talking to, well, I'm not sure whether I should call her Kirsty Wells or Kirsty Dewar. Welcome to Galaxy, Kirsty.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Well, believe me, I'm very, very, very humbled to meet you and very happy to have you on the show. Let's clear this up. Kirsty Wells or Kirsty Dewar, which one is it?
So, my stage name is Dewar, which is the Scottish name that I have. I got married and I never legally changed my name to Willis because I wanted to stay Dewar because it's very Scottish and close to my heritage. So, Kirsty Dewar.
That absolutely cleans it up for me too, because you see, I'm a Kiwi. I read things and read them as as we'd say them. So please forgive me, Dewar. I will remember that. I really, really will. And now that explains the name for the band. Thank you for cleaning that one up as well. Also got to say hi to Chris from Space Angel Music Company, coming out of Miami, Florida. Such a good job this man does. He really, really does. Oh, by the way, a little secret about Chris is, well, I've had a look at this month's forthcoming Lazy Indie Magazine cover, and he's on the cover. Fantastic. Got to congratulate him. I really, really do. And I'm going to talk to you, Kirsty, about the magazine once we've finished this, because we would like to be able to promote you a little bit more than what we can here at Galaxy, okay?
Amazing. Thank you.
Believe me, it's about a 6-page spread too, by the way. So, yeah, it's a very, very good read. And it's in a country, believe me, right now they are thirsting for Western music. They really are. And I'm going to talk to you about that too. Opened up the show with "The Show Is Never Over." Well, I agree with you. It never is. But tell me, why is the show never over?
Oh, because life goes on, doesn't it? So this song, I guess for me, was one of these songs where you think, well, you know what? Bad stuff's always going to happen. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on the show. I'll avoid it. But bad stuff always happens in life. But you just got to get on with it. The show it's going to keep going on. In the words of Queen, the show is never over. And the show must go on. So, yeah, you just got to get up and get on with life. I'm one of these people that's just like, stop complaining, crack on. So that's the kind of general behind that song.
I actually met Freddie Mercury.
You did not?
Yeah, I did. I worked with the Queen in Auckland, our biggest city, doing the Radio Gaga show.
No.
Yes, believe me. I've had a very, very blessed career in my lifetime, not only as a radio announcer, but also as an engineer and front of house, and working in some of the best recording studios in the world. And believe me, I've worked with some of the best bands in the world. I've been very, very lucky.
I'm the most jealous I think I've ever been of anyone. He's my hero, absolute idol. Oh.
Yeah, we absolutely loved doing the show, and it was at Mount Smart Stadium as well. So, believe me, fantastic show. It really, really was. And I got to meet him backstage, Brian May, all the crew, the whole lot, you know what I mean? Right back there in the green room, had a bit of something to eat and something to drink, and then they just said thank you and patted me on the head and sent me on my way, basically.
I dream about these kind of things. Oh, man, you've lived a life.
Oh, believe me, I can give you many, many, many stars from around, starting, and I'm going to be honest with you, I was a late bloomer. I was starting way back in the 80s and worked my way through into the, we're into the 25s now, and I'm still kind of doing it, so yeah. And you may be interested in AC/DC. Do you remember them?
I know them. They're not my favourite, but I know them. Yeah.
Okay. Did you know that the very first founder and lead singer was not the guy everybody thinks about?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes, absolutely. It's not. His name is actually Dave Evans.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right? And he performs in Spain often.
Really?
He does.
I'll need to go and check him out.
He does an AC/DC show. It's the 50th anniversary right now. And of course, with the blessings of Angus and Brian and everybody else. But the drummer of the original AC/DC, Philip Rudd, lives about an hour and a half's drive away from where we are right now.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
So I'll tell you what, if you ever feel like you want to hook up with AC/DC and do something as a co-flat, just get together and do a show, we might be able to hook that up for you.
I'm in. Sign me down now. That's a yes from me.
Okay, well, I'll get Barbara to talk to Dave, because those two they're tight. They're best of friends, okay? So I'll get Barbara to have a chat about that. You never know, we might be able to put you into a country that's just hanging out for music right now. And I want to talk to you about that a little later on. But first of all, we better cover this chapter. And I'm not talking about a book. I'm not. Please enlighten me. Which chapter are we on right now?
Me? Which chapter am I on?
Yeah, well, tell me about this chapter.
Okay, so this chapter was kind of written as a concept. And when I wrote this song and released it, now I'm happily married, I've got a lovely life, but for some reason I always write really sad songs, right? When I released the album and everyone listened to this chapter, everyone thought I was going through a divorce. They're like, oh my God, you're broken, you're falling apart, I love you. And I was like, no, it's just a concept song. So this song is basically about, not my marriage, that everyone thought it was, about two people who love each other, but they're just not meant to be together. They're just falling apart, but it's just not the right time, or maybe it's not the right chapter for them at the right time. So this is just about having a different time in your life for a love lost.
Absolutely fantastic. And I've got to let you know, 1,309 requests for it since we've been playing it. So you're right here at Galaxy. Here's this chapter.
Whoa.
How you feeling? You okay?
This is so cool. Really, that many requests?
Oh, believe me, there's more. There's more.
Nice.
Influence, for instance, you're up around about 3,000 something requests for it.
Oh my God.
I'll get you the correct number soon when my voice comes back to me. And I've taken my headphones off. I'm not listening to her.
I'll need to send you guys the link because I made a music video for Influence. I don't know if Chris already sent you that. That was the only music video I made for this album. But yeah, I'll send you the link if you want to promote that. I can send that to you guys.
Awesome. Yeah.
Quite a kind of dark kind of video.
Fair enough. Hey, listen.
Next song, was it Walking Alone?
Yes, it is.
Cool, just so you know.
Believe me, it's a fantastic track. In fact, to be very honest with you, I think, now which one was it? Dance With Your Shadows was the first song I heard of yours, and then
Right.
Influence came next, and I added, I'm not, I added your music to my car, and that doesn't happen often. Okay.
Yay! Oh my God.
Well, the thing
Fall
is,
flattered today.
you see, the thing is, Barbara hands me a device. Once it's gone past through the process of her and production, and even the board have got a vote on it, right? It's got to suit our image, otherwise it's not going to be done. Then Barbara hands me a device that I play in my car, and that's for two reasons, Kirsty, really it is. When we first started doing this, everybody's influencing me saying, we've got to do this, we've got to do this, we've got to do this. And we were doing, I was getting exhausted doing as many of these in a day, you know what I mean? So we had to hone it back. So I says, right, I'll play that in my car because I've got a really good stereo in my car. And so I do. And the other reason too is, by the way, nobody else wants to drive with me.
Oh dear.
Oh, no, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today, believe me, absolutely loving this. I'm with Kirsty, and Kirsty is coming out of Spain. Which part of Spain are you in?
So we're in the Costa Blanca, which is a kind of southeast kind of coast. We live there now.
Okay, so it should be relatively tropical, but you're just heading into winter, is that right?
Yeah, so it's nearly 11 o'clock at night for us here on Wednesday, because I heard you say earlier, obviously it's Thursday morning for you. It's still Wednesday night for me, which is just wild. And it's cold. It's In the day it's like 17, 18, but in the night it's gone down to about 10 and 9. It's pretty cold now, hence the hoodie.
No, believe me, anything around 10 for me, heater's on. Okay?
Yeah.
Literally. Right now it's about 26 degrees. It's not too bad. We should employ some Kiwi air conditioning, if you don't mind. Okay, open the windows.
Yeah.
Kiwi air conditioning around here. Believe me, we're very, very good at not spending lots of money, apparently. The boss doesn't like it that much. Having said that, I must ask you, a young man coming out of Houston, Texas. His name is Nathan. He's asking, Kirsty, as a fan, how do I get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you a talker? Are you a Reddit ready person? But more importantly, do you respond?
I do. I'm active on the socials. It's like a full-time job for us musicians. So yeah, you can find me on Facebook. You can either find Dewar Music, Dewar. If anyone gets confused, just look up famous Scottish whiskies. It's a really popular Scottish whiskey. Dewar Music or KirstyDewarMusic.com. And on Instagram, Kirsty Dewar. I'm there. I'm everywhere. I don't do the Twitter though. I'm okay with not doing the Twitter or the X.
No, believe me.
Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff.
I'm not a Twitter either. I really don't like twitting. Really don't. To be very honest with you, I don't actually respond to anything. I have people do that for me simply because I never get enough time. So if you do get a message from me, well, it might be from me. It might be. You never know. Sometimes I do find my phone and go, oh, I haven't seen this for a while, and have a look and start playing with it and then put it back. And then the lady that's been working it goes, what have you been saying to people? You know what I mean? So, when it happens, it does. Denise, coming out of Michigan, is asking, do you have a merch store? How do I buy a cap, a koozie, and a guitar pick?
Do you know what? It's not something I've done yet because it's a long story. I released my album Rudiment in September 2023. And unfortunately, in the last year and a half, life has taken a different turn. We had to move to Spain. So I've not released any album or merchandise or anything for my own self in nearly 2 years, which is, for me, a slap in the face. So I'm going to use today as a really good boost to get on it. But anyone can message me, and if there's anything I can do to help them or anything I can create, I'll happily oblige because I'm so excited that I've got fans there in New Zealand. That's so cool. So unfortunately life has taken a different path and I've not had the time to focus on my music or my original stuff and my own brand. So I'm going to use today as a kick in the butt to get myself back. And I've been writing more music. So I've got some music hopefully lined up for summer next year to be released.
Well, I tell you, Kirsty, when you do, and if you get a T-shirt made up, send one to me. Literally, I would be more than honoured to be able to wear your brand while I do this, believe me. I don't know how it happens, but people, while they're watching this, are on the interwebby thing, and they're buying caps, koozies, T-shirts. And it just happens, it really does.
I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to create one and I'm going to send it right to you.
Nice. I tell you what, I'll get Barbara to send you all the details. Believe me, I don't even know my own sizes, so I'm a typical male, right? It's like walking alone, really. In this place it is. Anyway, there's lots of women in here and they all are significant. They really are. Couldn't do the job without them. So, walking alone, you know what it's like. You tell me, why walking alone?
So I don't know if you can relate to this or any of the listeners can relate to this, but I'm one of these people that I'm quite happy in my own company. I don't need outside drama. I love silence. I love to be on my own. I love company of people, sure, but most of the time I prefer my own company. And I think Walking Alone is one of these songs that kind of reflects on myself as a kind of, I would say I'm an extroverted introvert. So I'm definitely an introvert and I could be without anyone. And I think the song is just about having this journey on your own, standing alone. No one else needs to create any drama. I create enough of my own. And, just you just got to look after you, me, myself, and I, and look after yourself.
You know something? I can relate to that deeply, to be very honest with you, which is weird because I'm going to a country with 1.8 billion people very shortly. Weird. Anyway, here's Dewar. Did I get that right?
I'm excited. I'm gonna do it. See, I didn't know, like, because my listeners, it's a long story, but because my original music, I took it really seriously for so long, and then nothing happened, and now I've taken a break from it, and it seems that I've got listeners and fans in places I didn't even know about, and I've taken my eye off the ball, or not off the ball, just paused it for a bit.
Let me check.
And I didn't.
Let me check this for a minute. How many countries are tuned in?
163.
Yeah.
There's 163 countries tuned in right now. Okay. How many cities?
6492.
6,492 cities around the world are tuned in as we speak right now.
Oh my God.
That's why
That's
you
so
get
cool.
so many people requesting you.
That's insane.
We're
Oh my
global.
God.
We're global. Believe me, we are. The number you want is the one I will give you at the end of this, and that's how many
Yeah.
devices are tuned in. Now, I got to be honest, I don't know whether it's one person or 10 people in a warehouse. I wouldn't have a clue, but it's just the IP addresses, and we get those pinging off, which gives us basically our stats for the day. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And that's
That
the
is-
number you want, because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. Wow, that's so cool. I'll need to do an update on my Dewar page because I've not been on it in a bit, and I'll need to status update on live radio in New Zealand. I'll need to come over and visit. I've never been to New Zealand before.
You'll have to, absolutely. Absolutely. But we might have you in another country altogether. I bet you is not on your booking list right now.
Anywhere. I'm a traveler. I'd love it.
Yeah, well, I know this. I've seen this. I mean, you've been to Cyprus, Germany, Dubai, now Spain. I mean, yeah, I get it. I do. And we've been offered a deal. And I'd like to talk to you about it because I'd like to include you in it. Do you know what I mean? But there is a process.
Okay.
Yep, there is a process. And first of all, we've got to get you into the magazine. Now, I told you we play the best in the world here at Galaxy, but we only put the best of the best into the magazine. Okay? That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. And today I'm joined by Kirsty Dewar from Spain, and of course out of the band Dewar, and absolutely loving the work. Now, I got to ask you, where are you getting this recorded? Are you getting this done professionally in recording studios, and or are you doing it at a home studio?
No, so I recorded my album in Cornwall. So I flew when I was living in Cyprus, which is one of the small islands near to Greece. I flew to Cornwall and I recorded in Cornwall, which is the very south of England, and recorded with an amazing producer there called Gareth Young. Now he's worked with huge artists like Ronan Keating and Atomic Kitten, you know, British singer-songwriters and whatnot. And he then most recently worked with the lead singer of Kasabian, which is a British band here, and then Sam Ryder. I don't know if you know him. He was in the Eurovision for the UK last year. So he's worked with some amazing people, and I met him through a really obscure friend one time in a hotel I was singing at, and he was like, "Yeah, my mate's this amazing producer." I was like, "Okay," and I messaged him and I sent him "Dance with Your Shadows," which was the first song I ever sent to him, and I sent him a demo which I had made at home, which was terrible. It was plonky and it was fine, and I sent him, and he sent me back within 6 hours the first draft. And the first draft that he sent me back is the draft, almost pretty much the draft that you hear now on the album, because I've changed nothing apart from added extra guitar parts. The first draft he sent me, I was like, I'm not changing anything. It's unbelievable. He's just amazing. Really good guy.
You know, I couldn't put it any better, but this is a damn good segue to go dance with your shadows. Oh gosh, it's hot in here. It really is. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. How's that coffee going? Dear, oh dear. Can you get the receptionist to make me a coffee, please? Thank you. Awesome. How you feeling? You okay?
I'm great. I mean, I'm buzzing.
No.
I'm actually buzzing. This is so like, I was excited for the right, but I didn't realize the magnitude of the listeners and the magnitude of the requests as well. So that for me is really cool.
Barbara and I have been working for Galaxy now for almost 12 and a half years.
Yeah.
When we first started this, I've got to be honest with you, Barbara and I were actually getting drunk on air. we did a thing called Skype Party Monday on a Monday night, and we'd get people in on Skype back in those days, and we were having a few drinks while we did a 4-hour show, and we almost got fired for it, to be honest. We did. The board says, hey, listen, we like the idea of the Skype thing, but we don't like the idea of the alcohol thing. It's not good for our image. So we created, Barbara and I put our heads together and created this thing where we'd interview indie artists on a platform much like this and do what we do, right? Now, I've worked for many, many radio stations throughout New Zealand and some places in the world, and also talkback. And I used to also be a journalist in Parliament buildings and stuff like that. So I know how to relate to certain, so yeah. That helps doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It helps build that rapport, but I couldn't build that rapport if it wasn't for people like Barbara, who absolutely sell everything to the artist right from the start. You know what I mean? And she's...
It's a team, isn't it? You can't do it all on your own, and
well,
you've all got to...
I challenge the word team. Literally, everybody says there's no I in team, right? Well, I say there is an ME. Well, it's true. It's true. It is. Yeah, dear, oh dear, oh dear. I tell my staff that all the time. I really do. I have one more to go, which is influence. And believe me, you're going to love what we have to do and talk about afterwards. If you just hang in there, we'll take some photos and bits and pieces. Barbara will put it into a movie for you as well, okay?
Great. Yes, please.
Yeah, that's right. You're right here at Galaxy107 FM, and believe me, absolutely elated today. We're talking to Kirsty from. Yeah, I've got to remember what I was saying about this. Yeah, believe me, if you see it flashing past the screen at any stage there, Kirsty, you'll understand. You might even see me making the occasional dodge out of the way. It's a hard hat area around here sometimes, you know what I mean? So, very, very humbled to meet you, my friend. Now, you've been doing this pretty much since 6 years of age.
Yeah.
What convinced you that you wanted to be a superstar in the music industry?
Just my soul, you know. I was always singing, and it was just always something that was there, you know. Some people have asked me, you know, did you ever think about doing something else? Nope. Did you ever have a different path? Nope. Did you ever want to? Nope. It was just always there, you know. And my dad is like a oil rig engineer, and when I applied to university to do music, he was like, well, what's plan B? I was like, well, there's only plan A and then plan A part two, you know. There's no plan B. It's just, I think when you know something is for you, it's just the only way, and you won't accept it any other way, you know.
So,
Yeah.
my question to you, and believe me, you would be the very best person to ask this question, is: are artists born or are they created?
See, I think there can be both. I think there can be both. So, for example, I give you an example. I went to school with a girl, and this is high school, and she was so naturally gifted. She had this voice that could just stop a room, and she was unbelievably talented. But she had no work ethic, you know. So, and she was better than me by miles, miles and miles and miles. But she had no work ethic, and people spoiled her. Oh, you're amazing, you're a superstar, you know. And then she became spoiled and lazy. So then she lost it. Whereas I always had a good voice, but I had to work for it. And I had that natural drive that always would push me harder. And I think she gave me a little bit more of a drive to go, why are you getting all the special treatment? I'm working harder than you, you know. So that pushed me even harder. And then everything that bad happens fuels me. So I think it really depends on the person. I think there are people like, say, Whitney Houston, that are born, that are natural superstars, and only God can take that voice even further into the world. And whereas other people have to work at it and work hard, and then they get there, you know. So I think both, a bit of both.
That's a very good answer. I got to be honest with you. People have asked me, have I always wanted to be a radio announcer? Well, the answer quite simply is yes, absolutely. At the age of 5, I was putting 2 little stereos together. Literally, and I come from a little town where, honestly, the only radio we got there was the national program, which was, was just damn boring, to be honest. So I managed to come to this idea of putting 2 together. I would play one after the other, after the other, after the other. It took a bit of work, but hey, had the concept. My father was a shot firer in the coal mines. He used to blow stuff up for a living, and I was being trained to do that. I just did not want to go down the pit. I lost too many family members down that pit. I lost too many family friends down there through rock falls and all sorts of weird and wonderful things, including explosions with methane gas, all that sort of stuff. It scared the living crap out of me, to be honest with you. So when I got to the right age, I was OUT there. I was gone, literally.
You know in your soul.
Well, the weird thing, and this is really weird, to be honest with you, is my father shipped me off to my auntie's place in the little town called Greymouth, which is a little bigger than the town I was brought up in. And her deal with me was, you go to school, you finish your schooling here, but to earn your keep, you go and work in this radio station as a cleaner. And that's where history was made. From that point onwards, no turning back. I went through university. My first job was with the biggest radio station in the country, and, well, I've been very lucky ever since. You know what I mean? So, but the problem here is I always knew this was what I wanted to do. And I think I get that exact thing from you.
Yeah, you know it in your soul, and doing anything else would make you miserable, you know. And I think people that aren't on that same journey, they don't get that, you know. If they go and do a 9 to 5, and then they come home and they walk their dog and do the same thing again, you know, they're on a different path, you know. I could never go and do a 9 to 5 and then just sit at home at night, you know. Like, that's why, like we were talking earlier, you're like, well, how many instruments do you play? I'm like, what? Anything I can play. I get bored. I want to play. I want to learn, you know. I need to feed my brain, you know. So, yeah, I think there's different kind of people in that capacity, isn't there?
I get it. I really do. I really want to ask you about influence, but first of all, I want to give you some numbers. 3271 is the amount of requests that we've had so far. So 3,271 requests. It's going to go up again by tomorrow, I know it. But please, 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 why is everybody loving influence?
Do you know what? It's such a catchy song, isn't it? And I wrote it in like 15 minutes. It's so strange. I found this little bass loop that I was fiddling about with, and it was a bum, 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 bum. And instantly I wrote almost the whole song. And it took, I'd say, no more than 15 minutes. And the minute I had written it, I thought to myself, this is a really special song. This is going to be the title track. There was an EP before I released the album, and we removed the EP when the album was released because we wanted to change some of the songs. And it was the title track of the EP. The EP was called Influence. And then we thought, no, we're going to make the album. It's going to be bigger and better. It's going to be the signature track. It's going to have a music video. And it's the one that's still got the most listeners on my Spotify and on everywhere. So it's an earworm for sure.
It is huge here at Galaxy. It really, really is. And I got to congratulate you. I really do, because there is so many people around the world asking for influence. Here is Dewar and Influence. How you feeling? You okay?
I'm excited. This is so cool.
Very, very nice, believe me. We will wrap it up here, but please don't go anywhere, because Barbara will want to take some pickies and she'll put it into a movie that you'll probably get over the next couple of days. Believe me, I usually say, okay, fair enough, show it to friends and family. They'll automatically love it because it's you, right? But I usually say, show it to somebody you don't like.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a great boast. It really is. And before you know it, you musicians, you all hang out together, right? So, you know, somewhere somebody's going to go, hey, listen, I've got a band too, you know?
Absolutely. It's funny because one of the songs on the album is called Don't Waste My Time, is about one of my haters. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to write a song about you, dickhead. And I just ignored it. I was like, yeah, you gotta thrive to piss off the haters, you know?
Exactly.
Tell her haters are your biggest fans because they pass it on.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. My audio engineer says haters are your biggest fans because they pass it on.
They talk about it, they watch it, they don't share it, but they're watching,
yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
They tell everybody.
Absolutely. They tell everybody.
They sure do.
I love my haters. I do.
We don't have many.
We don't have many. No, we don't.
Have any, really.
That's really weird, eh?
How could you guys? You're too big.
Can't even construct some haters these days.
No.
We can't. Anyway, once we've finished this, I would really like to talk to you about the magazine we would like to put you in. And I do promise you, we only put the best of the best into this, okay? So we absolutely love what you do. We really do. And we're going to ask you a couple more questions before we wrap this up. But then there's a bit of a story that goes with this, okay? It's all relevant. It really is. And at the end of the day, we're doing this for people like yourself, okay? To be able to entertain and be heard in a country that has yet to have good Western music. And believe me, you'll be surprised what I'm talking about. Well, actually, you may not. There might be a bit of a clue on my hat.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But I didn't say anything.
I'm intrigued.
Yes, believe me. Believe me. Anyway. That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Gosh, that was tight. Well done. Today I'm talking to Kirsty Dewar, coming out of Spain, formerly out of Scotland, out of Edinburgh, Scotland. And do you ever get homesick? Do you ever want to go back to Edinburgh?
Yeah, I do. When I meet other Scottish people, I get homesick. But then I see how messy the UK is and go, nah. I miss the people. I guess I don't miss the country, I miss the people.
Well, I tell you what,
And
I tell you what, Kirsty, come Christmas time, you never know, I might want to be your first foot and have Hogmanay with you.
I would love that. Hogmanay, let's go.
Let's do it. Slungy bar for sure. Absolutely. Let's get all sauced up. Having said that, my friend, just two more questions for you before we wrap this up. And the first question is, anything new in the can? Have you got anything new coming out in the near future?
I do. I actually wrote a song. Now, it's funny because if you guys are on my Spotify, you'll see a couple of tracks on there that are so random. They're kind of dance tracks. A friend of mine asked me to do some dance music for him, and I was like, sure, I love all music. So there's a couple of really random dance tracks on my Spotify, but the songs that I'm writing now are a bit more, they're indie, they're rocky, but they're upbeat. I thought this album, Rudiment, was great, but it was a bit dark. So the next album, I want to make something a bit more positive, a bit more upbeat. So I've written a song that's finished, and I recorded it with Gareth in Cornwall. I just need to finish some stuff on it, and it's going to be going towards the new album coming next year. So,
Maybe,
for sure.
maybe, just maybe then, you'll come back for another interview.
I would love it, of course.
Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Kirsty, we're going to have to wrap it up right now. But please, please don't go anywhere just yet. Barbara's got a couple of pictures she wants to take. And I do want to talk to you about this magazine. But I thank you so much. I really am very humbled to meet you and looking forward to following your career from now on in.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for having me, and thank you to everyone who listens and loves my music as much as I do.
You will love the numbers coming up very, very shortly. But in the meantime, folks, have a very happy and successful day. Tomorrow's Friday. Join me just after 5:30 in the morning with my co-host Barbara, and we'll take you all the way through until 10 in the morning on Galaxy 107 FM, the best indie artist, 100% Galaxy. You're right here at Galaxy. Have a very happy and successful day. Happy radio, everyone.